Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Travian, where
Hello.
you been?
Hey,
Welcome to the Hood
look,
Conservative.
I just want to say hey to everybody. Missed last week's show because I was advised not to talk about it until just a couple of days ago, but I did a 13-mile run, decided to go to the chiropractor just to get an adjustment because I was tight. And I laid on the chiropractic table. And when he went to push force into my back to adjust me, there was a metal piece underneath the leather of the corner of the table, and it smashed into my rib. So I have what you call an intercostal tear of my rib cage cartilage, and I haven't been able to run. It was, hard for me to talk, hard for me to laugh, hard for me to breathe. And so
Oh,
there was actually nothing even wrong with me. I just went to get an adjustment, and their table apparently had just disintegrated over time, and me laying in that position, that metal rod just stabbed right into my ribs and tore my cartilage. So I
oh
hadn't been able
no.
to really do anything. But there's a legal situation going on right now. They've admitted fault, and so the problem is when you have a rib injury, there's not a lot you can do. I have physical therapy now, but it's just a time situation because it's your chest cavities, and so there's not any surgical procedure that you can have to repair it. I am actually in LA right now. I'm going to go get some stem cell shots into my rib cage to see if it will help me heal sooner, because I have the biggest race of my life coming up in November. It's called the Great World Race. It's 7 marathons in 7 days on 7 continents. And we run in Antarctica, Cartagena, Perth, all over the world.
Mm.
So they fly us to each of these continents in 7 days. So my focus is on that because I've been training so hard for that. The race cost me $45,000 to run it. So, I'm really
Wow.
just, me, that was just going to be a pivotal point in my life. So I'm hoping that I can heal, or these stem cells will help me heal so that I can continue to train for the race.
Wow.
Can't even imagine that type of pain, especially when you're talking
You
about
can't even imagine going to a
ribs.
chiropractor just because you just want to get adjusted because it's maintenance. I try to do a lot of preventative maintenance because I run so much. And, just having that, I mean, it was so crazy. So it stabbed me in my left side, but the pain was so hard. I flipped off the table on the opposite side because I didn't want anything else to
Wow.
touch it. I was on the floor. And
Wow.
what was worse, the chiropractor, he was like, "Oh, let me check it out. Let me check it out."
Oh,
So he's looking at it, and he's like, "Oh, it's just going to bruise a little bit. I can totally see it. You're just going to have a bruise and it's going to go away. You're just bruised." And so, me, as strong as I try to be mentally and physically, I'm thinking, okay, the pain is going to go away. And it got to a point to where I, if I was breathing and I laughed too hard, I would have to keel over.
Oh man.
So,
Sheesh.
yeah, that's what's been going on. But I just got to LA because I'm just going to try and do whatever I can to kind of speed up this process, because if not, I'll be out for 3 months.
Oh
It's
man.
just rib injuries, and the cartilage in your chest cavity, it's inside. So there's really, there's no sewing or no stitches. But since it is tissue, and you guys know I do PRP, you saw Dr. Mark came on. I'm actually going to see Dr. Mark. So I'm going to get both stem cell and PRP to see if it can speed up the regeneration of my cartilage. So
Wow. Good luck with that. That
that
sounds
you
painful.
getting in the process of feeling better, because I couldn't even imagine that type of pain, because any type of bruise, rib
That
injury.
I hate medicine, so I don't take medicine. I can't, I don't, my body doesn't react to foreign, like foreign substance in my body, I'll have an immediate reaction. Like whether, no matter what it was, whether it's birth control, whether it's any type of medication, I have an allergic reaction. So I have to go through this trying to heal with my own cells. So the
Wow.
PRP, as you guys know, draw your blood, they put it on a centrifuge machine, and they separate your golden platelets from your other platelets, and they put it back into your body. So that's my
Wow.
natural miracle that goes in to, try and speed up my process. And I know it works because I get it in my knees and my ankles all the time. So we're going to see if it'll work in my rib cage.
Wow.
You know, that's one thing about people, and especially for now, I'm not a doctor, okay? I'm gonna just say that first, but
And neither was
um
that goddamn contractor.
Uh,
but one thing about the older generation, they need to seek other type of help, because a lot of people, when they're in their 80s and they go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, hey, you need to have a surgery on your hip, or
Too
you need
late.
to try a surgery. You already got like the best years of your life you
yeah.
have lived them. Why on God's earth would you want to have a surgery at 80
Right.
plus years old? I mean, if you're going through different types of pain, why not try the stem cells? Or, I mean, we are in what, 2025? Why not try modern day medicine
Yeah.
and as a way to heal your body, even if it's herbal, herbs help also. So it's so many different things that they could do besides just going to the operating table.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, if you're in your 80s, your body is not getting ready to heal the way it would if you
Yeah.
was in
It's
your
too late.
40s or 30s.
It's
That
too
shit ain't
late.
gonna
And
happen.
I'm the
Okay?
queen. I'm the queen of modern medicine. I don't believe in plastic surgery or Botox or any, because my body will react to any of that. But I will use my own cells. So if you know the story of Henrietta and how they took her stem cells, and now we have
Yes.
this research. It's
Right.
like, look, I'm willing to use my body to heal my body, and I
Yeah.
don't wait. I'm into preventative maintenance, which was why I was at the chiropractor in the first place.
Yeah.
Um, because I don't have any ailments. And so I'm not trying to get to 80 and my body break down on me. And one thing is your legs go first, which is why you see so many people in wheelchairs, because they don't strengthen their leg muscles. Your calves are your second heart. People don't realize how important your calves are to your longevity. And so that's when old people, they're on canes and they're in wheelchairs because you didn't take the time to strengthen your legs. Your legs are what give you life. And so I'm
You know,
really
and,
adamant about
and
that. Yeah.
one thing about it, a lot of old people, if they are still working, they just sit around home all day. They don't try to stretch, they don't
Mhm.
try to exercise, they don't even get out and walk or attempt to do anything. And then they always wonder why my legs are weak. Well, at least
Yep.
try to stretch, do some type of stretch and exercise that can help your legs, that can help you with your body and your longevity, because that's very important. And that in itself can keep you from falling all the
Yeah.
time, you know? Because some of them, they just fall all the time, and then they break a hip or they break whatever. And by their bones already being fragile, and they not trying to do anything to help themselves in any type of way. That's the problem. That's what the
Yeah.
situation, that's when your situation comes in.
Sheesh.
And
So
I mean,
anyway,
people know, like they let it go till they get bone on bone and they don't have any cartilage. Like they just keep letting it go. And then you end up having to have knee replacements and back replacements and hip replacements.
Mhm.
And it's just the dumbest thing when maintenance, if you just take care of yourself now, you won't have to worry about that. And I'll double down on telling everybody, your legs are everything. Your calves are your hearts. On your lower, on from your waist down, your calf is your heart. And so people just overlook it. Oh, I just want to sit down. Oh, I want to Netflix and chill. You dummies, you're going to be in a wheelchair. People are going to have to take you to the bathroom. Like it's crazy because we have the opportunity, we have the technology. You don't even have to have a gym. You can do it on your living room floor. Like people are not thinking about their own, you
Longevity.
know,
Yep.
self-sustainability. Do you want somebody to have to drive you here or walk you here? Or are you going to have bed bugs or bed scars because you can't get up out of your bed? You never want that. And there's things out here that can help. Like Dr. Mark was on the show. PRP is your own miracle repair system. Use it. It's not that expensive. $1,200 for longevity. You pay more than that in your insurance premiums. So that's how I look at it.
That's some good knowledge and that's some good
Yep.
news. I don't see anybody in the comments where y'all are at today. I know it's a lot going on, especially with the shooting that took place yesterday. Prayers up to the families that lost their life. Welcome to the Hood Conservative Hoodies, where y'all at. We want to see y'all in those comments. And also we want to see you all retweeting the show. Okay, G, you could go ahead on and start. Amar, y'all start with some of those things that we sent you all. Okay, I don't think that it I don't think can you play instead a clip? Can you play it? Yes. It's on mute. Well, anyway, it said North Carolina just approved a law permitting foreign doctors to practice without completing U.S. training or licensing exams. American doctors, after spending thousands on their education, can now be replaced by doctors from Pakistan or Uganda.
Wow.
I mean, or
Okay,
anywhere, or
Wow.
anywhere,
anywhere.
you know.
Foreign.
Um,
Foreign is the key word to that. Foreign means any from anywhere. We are being replaced, not just them.
Yep.
We are being
well,
replaced. You know,
well, well, the key is to always have value. And so it doesn't matter what you're doing so that you cannot be replaced. You always have to be able to add value. I don't think there's ever going to be anybody that can replace me because, to be honest, I feel like I want to be one of the first people to get a chip. I know this is going to be controversial. However, it's going to go that way anyway. I want to be ahead of that game because while I want to see exactly how powerful my mind is. And and maybe not in this immediate lifetime, but in the next 25 years, it's going to be that. So why would I not jump on that if it's a chip, if it doesn't, change my DNA, if it doesn't affect my health long term? Why would I not take that opportunity, especially right now when they're doing it as a study and it can be removed at any time within 10 years? I'm in my mind, I'm thinking I'm going to be one of those people because I want to be ahead of it. Because in 25 years, I'm not going to be 25. So I need to be able to compete with the 25-year-olds. I really always live like I'm not going to live twice because nobody's going to live twice on this planet. So I really kind of
and
live
know
like
about it
that. I
anyway.
want to I know I want to do it all. I want to see it all while I'm here because once you're gone, you're gone.
You ain't
Until you leave your
out,
mark
baby.
on the history books, until you can do that, a lot of people will live and die and nobody will know that they had a breath in time. I don't plan to be one of those people. I feel fortunate enough that I feel like I'm going to be in the history books henceforth and forevermore now. But I want to continue to build my own legacy. And a lot of that comes with longevity. A lot of that comes with wanting to be progressive. And so a lot of people said, you're crazy if you want to do that. It's going to happen regardless. Just like we see crypto, just like we see, the electronic vehicles, it's all going to go there. So either you can be with it and ahead of it, or you're going to have to catch up and then you're going to be left out. So I just, I have to make a decision now with technology moving and AI moving as fast as it's moving. Do I want to be on the tail end of it, or do I want to be, on the inventive, progressive side of it? And so everybody's scared of the future, just like everybody was scared of .com and the www. But look at us now. You can't live without a website. You can't live without www dot something. The World Wide Web is exactly that. It's a World Wide Web. AI is going to do some, it's going to streamline lazy employees. It's going to streamline the post office. It's going to streamline the grocery stores. It's going to streamline the entire thing. Why would you not be a part of that? And so I know everybody wants to lay back and see how it's going to turn out and what's going to happen. That's AI is making billionaires. Crypto is making billionaires. And I just really just want everybody to jump in it now. You don't have to be afraid of it at all. Jump in it, get what you can get, build what you can build. It can help it can help reinvent who you were, no matter if you're 55, 65. Colonel Sanders didn't even make Kentucky Fried Chicken until he was 70. Okay? So this is what I'm trying to tell everybody. It's not a game anymore. You got to
Rome
catch up.
wasn't built in a day.
It what
So a lot of
exactly?
things is not an overnight thing, but you got to
It
start somewhere.
got to
Letitia,
start.
I want
Hey,
to hear from
Vern.
you, Letitia. Hey,
What do you want to hear? I was so excited with Miss Trivion being
say
back on.
something.
I'm
What's your
glad. I'm
thoughts?
glad you're not sick. My thoughts on the chip.
Whatever,
Yeah.
just in general.
I won't be getting it, but your body, your choice. To each their own. That's a good thing about America. Your body, your choice. Do what you want. Um, yeah, that's my thought on it. But you are right. You only live once, so you have a choice to
Live
either
once.
wait till it
When you
pans
come
out
back,
or
you ain't gonna
jump on
remember
board.
too much if you come back, or whatever goes on. But G, next clip, please. Mark.
Hate from outside of the club.
Okay,
I like that.
I
very
mean,
much
yeah.
so.
I mean, of course. I mean, we now are back on the path of supposedly building the wall. We do know that Trump has put, a moratorium on visas for, particular countries to evade, more people trying to cross the border. So we're at the point where we've stopped the border, but we still have 31 million illegals in this country. And so if we look at the numbers of the people who have been deported so far, stat wise, there have been 79,000 people who have been deported by the Trump administration to date. So I want to know how. And then Trump says, well, we need them on the farms and we need them to clean the hotels and we need them to do this. So we really, it's not going, the deportations we see of ICE coming in and grabbing people in the courthouse, that's more photo op than it is the norm of the situation on how people or if people are being deported in this country or not. And so just to keep us all at bay. Yes, we're deporting people. See, I just saw them ICE go pull a guy out of the courtroom. 31 million illegals, 75,000. How long will it, we won't that won't have we won't, make a dent in this administration before Trump leaves office. So I get the moratorium on the visas. But as far as deportations and the wall, I really don't think we have a choice. I think all of the illegals that are in this country right now are going to be in this country. Trump has given, the workforce okay for them to stay. Then he was saying, "Oh, if they go and come back, we'll let them in." And then he just said, "Fuck it, they can stay." So 31 million is a lot of people, y'all. That those photo ops of people driving by the wall. We got to think about all of this, as much as we have a shooter shooting up school, we have to also know that our government will invent stories and um, situations to deflect from whatever it is that they can't readily fix. And so when we, I'm not saying that kids didn't die. I'm not saying any of that. All I'm saying is we have to be smarter than our government. And just me knowing how media works and me working with political candidates and so on and so forth, we created the news that you all thought was real. I will tell people, if a plane doesn't crash into your next door neighbor's house, that story was probably created. It's created in a boardroom, it's created in an office, it's created in a back room, and then it's created. Cameras are there right in time, or there's a scenario that's followed. You know, I don't believe any of it anymore. That's why I just say, I know if Gator was here, he would be like, all you talk about is
Oh, he'll
money,
be
but
in
you
a few minutes.
goddamn
He's coming.
Yeah, where is Gator? All right, hey, good.
Hey,
Right in the
you
nick of
ask
time.
and you shall receive, damn it.
Right in the nick of time. Welcome, Gator.
Hey, all you do is ask, I show up.
Right in the nick of
I
time.
just, I sure spoke, I sure just spoke you up, Gator.
You spoke it
That's
into
right. That's right. What
existence.
you talking about? Wait, I got it. What you talking about? I'm all on it.
Rewind. Rewind
That's it.
it.
You
What we talking
was
about?
talking. You know what I was talking about already. You
See,
already
you
That's
tell me all I
wait,
did.
hold on,
What,
hold on.
what
I'm
you
trying to
talking
be
about?
nice.
What you talking
Ashley,
about? Money?
hold
You was
on,
talking about money.
y'all.
I know.
Hold on. I got
I know.
something to
Trey was
address.
talking about money.
Hold on, I got something to address. Hold up.
If it was
First of
Popped
Trey,
all,
she
up.
talking about
Ashley,
money.
hold up, y'all, hold up. First of all, Ashley, you can basically go fuck yourself. Second of all,
Oh,
anybody that run for Congress is never a fucking loser because at least I had the balls enough to fucking run. And I bet you never ran for office at all. I bet you never ran for office at all. And third thing is that so far as my name being on the ballot, in Miami, we pay 10,000. So if I wanted to produce that 10,000 to get on that ballot, I could have done so. Okay. So like I said, that shit you drop it, and I don't mean shit to me. So bye. Go ahead.
I, I don't
Next.
see her comment. I wish I could see her comment.
Can you
Dr.
see it now?
Laverne claiming she's running for Congress, begging for donations, and then refusing to have her name added to the ballot ensures her third loss. What? First of all, if
Now
Who said
Laverne
I'm
was
shit?
admit. See, it's
running,
something that say
she's gonna
sometimes
run.
you keep your mouth closed when nobody know how fucking stupid you are. And that's the perfect example of that.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
perfect
she should
example. I
know.
know people ran for office 13 and 14 years. I know Ron ran for office 30 years before he won a fucking seat. So nothing
Right,
beats a failure but a try. So you ain't saying shit because for somebody for a third loss, that's nothing for a person that's running for office, Ashley. So the thing is, when you know better, you do better. So you ain't saying
right.
shit.
Nothing.
Now,
Because if Laverne
carry on.
says she's running, she don't need to take nobody's money. That's
Thank you.
I hate when people jump into a conversation because they have a personal hatred, and so they
Yeah,
put falsehoods out publicly. Lady, whoever you are, you don't know jack shit. Because if Laverne says she running. Laverne hasn't said that she's running, and she's not taking
at
a single
all.
donation towards a campaign. So if you can produce that little, excerpt or a link where it says Laverne Spicer for Congress for 2026 and a
Thank you.
donation link, throw that up in the comments. Because other than
Yes,
that, you don't know shit about what you're talking about.
thank you.
Dumbass. Dumbass. I wish I could see who you was so I could call you out by name, you dumbass
Her
hoe.
name is Ashley. It says Ashley probably fake it. Usually when they try to come for you, they create a page that have 0 followers
Right.
because they don't have the audacity. You see, it's no blue check mark there. So it's always people that want to create a page that want to come for you because they don't have nerve enough to run for anything. And on top of that, they get angry when they see other people that are man or woman enough to follow their dreams, but they're not man or woman enough to follow their dreams. So that's
Right.
always a problem for them. And the reason why I did not get on the ballot last time is because I refused to pay the $10,000. So that's why I didn't get up there. Thank you very much,
Well,
Ashley. Now you got it straight.
Amen.
Well, first of all, if I could throw in my 2 cents on the whole damn thing, besides not even having anything to do with Miss Laverne, whether she's running or not, let's just discuss the $10,000 for running in the goddamn state of Florida. That's bullshit in itself. You shouldn't, because there's other states where they charge you
$5,000.
nothing.
It's $5,000 in
Or
Georgia.
some states it's like $40, 500, whatever. To charge 10,000, actually it's 10,400 if you want to get right
You're
down
right.
to it.
It's $10,440 to be exact.
Right. Yes, ma'am. To be exact, it's $10,440 to get on the fucking ballot in the state of Florida, which is bullshit in itself. You shouldn't even have to pay to run for office in the state of Florida because it is a public servant position. So you shouldn't even have to pay to fucking run for office. You should just say, hey, I am offering my services as a public servant to represent the people of my district. I shouldn't have to pay to fucking do that.
Facts.
And that's what
But
they
you
do
know,
to
the
keep
government
people out of the race that cannot. That's what they do to keep people out of the race that cannot afford to pay that $10,000. And then on top of that, once you get in, they throw other people in your race that they pay for them to get into your race. And you know they paid for them to get into the race because they don't raise no other dollars besides that. Don't raise no other dollars. Period.
That's how they select who they fucking want in the seat. And it doesn't matter what side of the fucking, it don't matter what fucking side of the aisle they're on neither.
And being that you mentioned that, Ashley, to add on to it, you ain't said shit because it's no black congresswomen in Congress as a fucking Republican, nor in the Senate. So you ain't said a goddamn thing. So you can really shut the fuck up. And next time, go do your homework, motherfucker, before you come for me.
Amen.
Do your goddamn homework before you come for me.
I bet that bitch ain't ever been in a black church. You in one now, motherfucker.
I feel like that's always a man that'll make those type of accounts because it didn't sound feminine how it was addressed to you. So they make these accounts just like you said, just to talk shit with. And you got the right show. If you want to come and talk,
you got people ain't gonna say shit, but I'll drag your motherfucking ass north, south, east, and west, and then come back and kick your ass off like a football.
She might even create a whole new fucking direction to drag your ass.
And create some new words while I'm on that shit.
Right.
Okay? Well, you ain't saying shit, Ashley. Probably a fake ass page any fucking way.
Nada.
Roll
another clip. Dumb.
Why can't I see comments? Can you see? What the hell? I can see comments before. Gee, what's up, man?
Outlaw, you can see the comments?
No, ma'am. I mean, when you put them on the screen, I could, but I could see them last week. G's mad at me. He won't let me see comments this week.
And anyway, in Florida, you don't have to go on the ballot. You can run as a write-in candidate, which means your name would not be on the ballot, but they can still write your name in, dumb motherfucker. But go ahead.
Y'all motherfucker got some more shit to say?
I can't hear nothing.
That's what I want to know.
I be trying not to laugh, y'all, because I be
trying not to cuss. So
they just don't realize. I keep trying to tell motherfuckers online, hey, Florida is the OG fuck around and find out state. They just don't listen.
Y'all other big pussification states. In case I didn't say that word right,
you said it right. You nailed it. Right on. That is exactly how you say that shit.
Rock behind your goddamn hand with your raggedy ass. But go ahead on G, run a clip.
Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous. If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up. The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half century. Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous. If you're a criminal,
Well, you have it.
Yeah.
Well, he's a criminal.
Yeah. It wasn't just Trump who, all of a sudden wanted to just jump down on illegal
Now,
immigration.
who
It was
built the
as he's
cages, Joe? Who built the cages, Joe?
right, right,
What Trump saying?
like
Who built the cages,
Hey,
Joe?
the actually, you can go back further than that son of a bitch. It started with Bill Clinton and his Immigration Act of 1996 is where, because Bill Clinton deported more motherfuckers than Obama did. And it was, goddamn it, I had that shit written down somewhere because I did a space on this shit. Bill Clinton had, because he did that that was it, the Forced Reduction Act of 1996, I believe. He was firing, it was that and the deportation he was doing when he was firing all his federal workers. Because he did both that shit. He was doing both those things. Same shit that Trump was doing, and they got all up in arms about. And
Hater, you would have been proud of me a couple days
I'm
ago.
always proud of you, sweetheart.
I double taped myself up and I went out and I was shooting the most powerful guns on the planet, and like a couple of them, couple shotguns, no pump, and my whole arm is bruised up because you have to sit it right here and then the jack on the
Right there,
back. So
right in that little nook right there.
yeah, it's like all just blue purple. But when I tell you I went through 20 box of ammo because I was just knocking everything down.
Well, you should have
You
filmed
got
that
to,
shit so we could have watched it.
right? Oh, and I will have to say, I'm loving the hairdo. You looking sweet, honey. You looking nice.
My hair, I'm
Looking nice.
done with hair, so I'm going to my fall hair now. This is my fall
Hey.
hair. Right before Labor Day, I
That's why
always
you
shave my
just let it.
hair.
That's why you just let it fall beautifully.
Exactly, it's my fall hair. Right
Yeah,
before
that's why you
Labor
just
Day,
let
I
it fall.
always shave my hair.
Oh, did you tell him the good news, Miss Perkins?
I did not. You can go ahead and share.
Oh, you know what? Y'all got to watch Miss Perkins on September the 8th.
What
What
happened?
She
Gonna
is
bring
gonna
some
have
wings?
she's gonna have one of the most handsomest devils you have ever seen in your lifetime on
Oh
her
wait,
show.
you pregnant?
Huh?
What was that?
I am. Didn't know that?
Wait, you're pregnant,
You
Letitia?
pregnant, Letitia?
No.
I
Oh
no,
wait,
I am. I
What you talking
am.
about?
what?
What you talking about, outlaw?
What you talking about?
Oh my God.
Miss Perkins is gonna have one of the most handsomest devils you have ever seen in your life on her show on September the 8th.
On her show? Okay, I thought you meant like a boy or baby boy or
Me
something.
too.
I got 2
No,
boys
I
and 3
haven't been out
girls.
to
That's
California.
enough.
I have not been to
We
California
talking about
in a
you.
long time.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all had us kind of like surprise. Gumma pow. Surprise.
Y'all don't
Letitia,
tell
I have
me
Gumma
what's
pow.
going on. Yes.
Letitia. Them two damn women are so fucking confused right now. It's not funny.
Right. No, I'm
Oh
gonna have
Lord, have mercy. I guess I'm just going to tell them straight up. I'm going to be on her show on September the 8th
Okay.
at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And no, she's not pregnant because I have not been to California in a long time.
Trivia,
Right.
don't
Anything
Trivia
laugh.
say
is
too
still
fast.
fucking
Trivia, don't
confused.
laugh because of your rib. Do not laugh, Trivia.
That's why I got so much tape on me right now. I'm actually on my way to see Dr. Mark. But yeah, I got so much tape on me, right? I'm just it's so uncomfortable because it's
So
so tight. But I'm all the way around.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's funny. No, we're gonna put on a very special podcast on the Perkins Report. Gator's gonna come on. I'm gonna have a few politicians from different states. We're just gonna talk about the epidemic that we have here in America with child protective services, and just bring this issue to light. You know, a little bit more, and
With Child
talk.
Protective Services.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
You
you
know
Yeah.
know.
I gotta come on that show. You
Yeah,
know I
yeah.
got to be on that show,
Oh,
okay?
oh, hell yeah.
You know that.
Oh, here I'm inviting motherfuckers to your show. I'm sorry. This is all you,
No,
babe.
I had one last time in Laverne. I can't remember what you were doing that day. I just remember you were at the
September the
hospital with a
8th.
friend.
Shit, I don't know.
September the
It
8th.
ain't no telling.
Yeah, you
It's a
guys are.
Monday.
It's a Monday. Yeah. So it'll be 6 p.m. you guys time out there in Florida. 3 p.m. out here at California time.
Okay.
But I'd love to have you on since you were a ex foster parent. You
Somebody
already.
said California is pregnant because Newsom fucked it up. And I don't know what the last word is.
Oh god.
That's my boy right there. That's DP. Hey, I've got now. I
Yeah,
got
that's
hey, thank
DP.
you,
Yeah,
G.
DP.
Oh,
I don't know what
Gator.
G did, but I got my damn
Gator.
my comments are coming through now.
I got
Okay.
that
That's
information, Gator, that you were asking about last time about the raising the property and 3 foot and all that. So I went on
oh
to
yes.
Spencer Pratt's page, and you are correct. That is one of the new ordinance for all the homeowners over there. It's a bunch of bullshit.
That's
Mm.
So
that's some
yeah,
bullshit. I
it
swear to
is.
God
Trying to
on
get
my
the
dick.
fuck up out of there. I tell you, that's a fucked up place to be in
It is.
Wow.
It
because
is.
Yeah.
it's just fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
Yeah.
oh, and I do have an answer for you, Miss Letitia. Not an answer, but more info. I did as you asked. I'm waiting for her to reply, hoping that she
You.
does. But I did send it. I did send an answer, request DM to Miss Hermeet Dillon to see if
Thank
she will
you.
come.
Thank you.
I don't. She hasn't answered me yet, but we do
It's
have till
okay.
September the 8th. So
Okay.
hopefully she'll say, yeah, I'll be there. But
It
I mean,
that
she is an assistant attorney general, Jesus. But hey, who knows?
yeah.
She might. It'd be great if she does say, yeah, Gator, I'll be there. But I don't think she knows me like that.
Yeah, Hey, you
But who
tried.
knows?
I'm reaching
All
out
I can
to
say is I tried, and
yeah,
I
yeah.
sent in a request.
I reached out to Alina Haba's office. She has a extensive background with family law and CPS. Now she's the AG of New Jersey, but her background is very extensive.
and let me say
And
this
Well,
while we talking about them. If anybody is facing, and if you all are listening, and you facing any type of challenges or situations with DCF, do not go into that courtroom by yourself. Please take some people,
no,
character witnesses with
yeah,
you that can talk about what type of person you are. Because remember, DCF has a lot of young attorneys fresh out of college
yeah.
that don't have no fucking kids, that don't know what it's like to go through challenges and situations in life. So don't go into that court empty-handed. Always go in with you a mouthpiece with somebody that's gonna fight for you and people that can be character witnesses for you. I'm telling you right now.
Not only that, I want to say something to the women in Congress right now. Anna Paulina and Miss Tulsi Gabbard and Miss Caroline. This is our time right now with you guys where you're at. This is our time to really help women. These CPS workers across the United States are doing what they want when they want. You got judges looking at you crazy if you got red braids. You got two babies, daddy. Not even asking if you were raped and didn't even you don't believe in abortion. They're just automatically judging people. And if you don't
That's
have
what I'm
money for
talking about.
and if
They
you
ain't
don't
been
have
through
money,
shit.
yeah, and if you don't have money for an attorney, you're asked out. You got these judges, especially these liberal pricks. If you want to homeschool your children or not give them the COVID vaccine, they are taking your children. So once again, the women that are in Congress right now, it is your time to really help us out. A lot of women are being judged for ridiculous things. Oh, she
That's
speaks
why I said
loud.
do not go into those courtrooms alone.
It
Take
still
you
doesn't.
people
It
that can
doesn't
speak
matter. They're not
about your
your
character. Well, it
constitutional.
makes a difference here. It
Yeah.
makes a difference here because we are not in the shithole California
Yeah.
state. So
True.
for those people that are not in those shithole states, some of these states are real fucked up. And but if you're not in that type of state, then take somebody with you. Take your mouthpiece with you in that
Yeah.
court. Do not go in there underestimating your situations and just assuming that you're gonna come out on top because that may not be the case.
And your constitutional rights they're not up for grabs. A lot of people go in there, they don't know their constitutional rights, and they get raped by the legal system. So make sure you read your constitutional rights. You have every right
Yeah.
to parent. You have every right to say, I don't want my kid learning about two women kissing in the first grade. You have every single right to deny a vaccination. Know your rights. Know your rights. That's all I want to have to say on that topic.
Yeah, I did. Now I listen to videos for news and stuff all day long as I flip through X, and one of them caught me. I only remember one part. It said they were talking about if you go to court by yourself, there's three things you should remember. But unfortunately, my old ass can only remember. I can only remember one, but it was and obviously, God made sure I remembered that one because it was obviously very important. But he said that you have to make sure that they know that you understand it because they can't move forward with the case unless you tell them you understand what's going on. Because
Right.
and I remembered all the times I've been to court, they'll ask you, okay, Mr. Barlow, do you understand? And if you nod or you say yes, then they'll proceed to the next step. So if you don't understand what the fuck's going on, tell them I don't understand. I don't understand. If you tell them you do, then they'll keep going. So if you don't fucking understand something, if they're starting to speak that legalese bullshit, and you're going,
Yeah. Yep.
what? Especially if CPS is trying to take your kid because they're the biggest child traffickers on the
Oh,
fucking planet.
speak it. Talk about it. All them bodies
Then
with no organs in them. Talk about it. Come
right,
on. We need to go back to
then
the death
then make
penalty.
sure then make sure that you understand what's happening before they proceed to the next step
Did you
because
guys see
they
that
can't
14-year-old?
they can't legally go forward unless you understand.
Yeah,
I
true,
may
true.
sound like a broken record for saying that word over and over. I'm saying it for a fucking reason.
Yeah,
Make sure
yeah.
you
Hey,
understand before they go forward.
yeah. Did you guys see that TikTok, Trevion and the rest of you guys of the 14-year-old girl in the UK who was defending her 12-year-old sister from a weird
Oh yeah,
illegal rapist, and he kept
Yeah.
trying to bother them. It's all over TikTok. Good
See it on
girl. She
TikTok, but
had
I
a
did see the
she had a
girl that
sword
fought
in
for
one
her
hand
sister and
and an
say her sister
axe.
from being raped.
Yeah,
I
she has
did
a
see that.
sword. Yeah, she had a sword in one hand and an axe in the other. Now imagine
Did,
how far have we come on this earth to still have to fight for our freaking lives? An axe, you have an axe to keep this mofo away from your 12-year-old sister, and you are 14.
didn't they arrest her?
Yes,
Didn't the
they did.
British?
You got it. There it
That's
is.
fuck.
There it is.
That's
There it
fucked
is.
up.
Man, she did the right
Sure.
damn thing. She did the right damn thing. They need to let her out. She should have sliced and diced that
They
mother
need
freaker
to
from
let
head
her
to
out.
toe.
They need to let that little girl out, and she
Should have.
did the right
Yes.
fucking thing.
He sure
Look at
did.
that. Where are we? Where are we in this world? You can't even walk down the damn street with some creep looking at your 12-year-old body, and then you go to jail for that. Come
They
on, man. We
looking
need to
at
start
younger
hanging
than
people
Right.
that,
again.
9 and 8, trying to snatch them
And it
all
was
the
an
time.
illegal.
People
And it
need to
was an
watch their
illegal
fucking
immigrant.
kids,
We need to
okay?
bring back
People,
hangings,
listen,
public hangings.
listen. People need to be observant of your surrounding. Put your goddamn phone down and watch your motherfucking kids when you
True.
walking around with your kids, and get the fuck off the phone. So because people are always trying to
Watching.
snatch these
Yeah.
kids because they know the parents are not paying attention.
Yeah.
Nothing on Facebook is more important than your damn child.
That's it.
Nothing on
Head
Instagram
on
is
a
more
swivel,
important than your
motherfucker. Head
damn
on a
child.
swivel.
So watch your environment because there are so many lunatics
Yep.
and child molesters, pedophiles and shit
Yep.
out here watching and preying on your damn kids.
All the
So
time.
people
All
stay
the time.
alert at all
Yep.
times.
I
Watch
think we
your
got one
environment.
solution. Start hanging these mofos like we did back in the 1800s. And guess what? They'll all disappear. That's what I think. Bring back the death penalty. Oh, what happened to Billy Joe that was chasing them children? Oh, he's still hanging around from 2 years ago in the tree we hung him up at. Don't get me into Congress
Damn
because I'm
right.
pushing
Leave
for.
them hanging
I'm
till they nothing but bones. That's
exactly.
what
You
they did
get
to
me in.
pirates.
You get me into Congress, I'm contacting all those Hollywood children talking about, their producer did that. I'm contacting all the CPS adults that came out, of foster care, and so they can talk about what happened. And I'm pushing for the death penalty, and not by lethal injection. I'm talking about hanging people. You don't play with people's kids, innocent children. No, there's a special place for you in hell.
I heard it. Y'all heard it here first. I heard it. Letitia Perkins for Congress. I heard her just
Trump,
make the announcement. Y'all heard that
Trump,
shit.
where you at? Let's bring
Y'all
DEI
get
back
me
one more
in
time.
Congress. Y'all
Trump,
heard
where
that
you
shit.
at? Donald
ready,
Trump,
Y'all
where
heard
you
that
at?
shit. She said
We
she was
gonna
running
bring
for
ready,
Congress.
Leticia.
And I will be
DEI
the
back.
first one right here to say it. Patriots
Bring
United is her very first endorsement. We
Trump.
endorse we and I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna knock on it right here.
I love Gator. Donald Trump, where
Gator
you at?
stop
Put me right
because
next to Tosi. Donald Trump, where are you? Give me an
where
AR
are you,
15,
Gator? Are
16, and
you ready,
17.
Leticia?
I
You
might
ready?
be.
Well,
Look,
you
I might
should.
be.
Shit.
Look,
You
well,
should. Go for it.
look, how much is it? 7,000? I got about 2,000 on it. Who wants to put the rest on it? Let's go. Trump, bring
You
DEI
run
back.
people help. Something when like the old people used to say, God said you make one step, he'll make two. So you
True.
never know. You gotta try. Long as you
There it
get out there
is.
and try, it may happen. We need a black woman in Congress as a Republican. That's
Well,
what
here
I
I
want to
am.
see. That's what I want to see. At least one black woman make it. You
I,
know.
Well,
So when
I
people
think
talking shit,
if anybody has the opportunity, and I'm gonna put some money on it, I'm thinking P. Ray Easley is gonna be the next congressional um seat winner in the state of Illinois on the rest coming out of the west side of Chicago. Um, I don't think that her current uh unless they bring somebody in, but they can't even bring anybody in on the west side because you got to live on the west side. The west side ain't taking no
yeah.
new people. You can't just drop a person into the
You're
race
right.
on the west side of Chicago because they're not going to play with you. You're just going to waste your money. So she has
Yeah.
a very good chance of beating LaShawn Ford. Everybody's supporting her. She's getting more media, and we're talking national media coverage. Um, so yeah, I think we're about to have a black congresswoman,
good. Cause
Patricia
I want
Easley.
to see somebody make it. I want to see somebody
Yes,
make it that's black, Republican woman in Congress and in the Senate. I want to see that.
Mm,
it's
I
about
want to
to
see
happen.
it happen.
It's about to happen. So
yeah.
you
It's
guys, I'm
time
about
for
to
it.
go get my stem cell infusions and my PRP shots because I got to get better, and I Dr.
Well,
Mark is waiting on me.
hope
Did
you
I
feel better.
did
Hope
I
you feel
miss it?
better.
What
Take
did
care of
Get
I
some
yourself.
miss? What
rest.
happened?
Get some
Did I
rest.
miss what happened?
So I went
Yeah,
to the
you missed what
chiropractor to
happened.
get an adjustment, and there was a metal piece underneath the corner of the leather table, and it stabbed into my rib, and it tore through my uh what they call intercostal cartilage um in between my rib cage. And so
Ooh.
I'm now trying to go and get stem cells and PRP to help the cartilage regenerate. Otherwise, minimum, I'm going to be down 3 months because rib injuries are just, it's about time. There's no
Right.
procedure or anything can
Wait.
help it. But PRP is definitely cartilage replenishing based and stem cell as well. So I'm just going to get both
You
of them
just
at the
can't
same
catch a
time and see
fucking
if
break,
I
can
can.
you?
What'd you say?
I said you just can't catch a fucking break, can you?
They can't catch a break because trust and believe. it's about to be something different, because you can't. And then not only that, the chiropractor
Let's
who
do that
did
motherfucker
the
too.
adjustment,
Contractor got money.
like I said, I couldn't talk to anybody about it. My lawyer didn't want me to talk to anybody about it until we got everything filed and everything was, so I didn't even really tell anybody about it until pretty much right now. Because when these types of things happen, you really, because malpractice is a whole different ballgame. Doctors are protected in so many
Yeah.
different ways. So I had to go step back. I had to get video of the table. I had to push on it. I mean, I really went back to that chiropractor's office and built my case. I had been emailing their head chiropractor. So everything was on record. I made them reimburse me for my visit because they still charge me for the visit, even though I got hurt.
Are
So
you
it's just a
serious?
lot of wrong
Jesus.
they did. Yeah. And so,
Unbelievable.
but just believe, you know me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm vengeance. I'm going
That's
to
my
have my
girl.
vengeance.
Well, hell,
My
it's
health
not that
to
hard. You ain't nothing but skin and
right.
bones, no how.
What'd you
Shit, I
say?
mean, you ain't nothing but skin and bones, no how. It wasn't that hard for it to get up in them ribs
It
anyway.
was it
You
really
little skinny thing. You ain't got no meat on you.
well, I'm just trying to keep it healthy. So I'll tell
Right,
y'all about
right.
how my stem cell and PRP treatments go,
Okay,
and how
keep us
quickly it
posted.
helps my recovery. But yeah, I gotta go about 30 minutes away to Dr. Mark so I can get this done
You
because
be
he
safe, Travian.
All right. Well, good luck to
Take
you. God
care.
bless and
thank you,
prayers.
thank you, thank you. See y'all later. Bye.
Okay, darling. Bye bye.
Bye.
So,
Uh,
G, can you play a clip?
he's going to have to tell me how he got that thing across the bottom there, too. Oh, look, it's my favorite admiral.
Feel that you are female. I've never seen a person in any of my jobs who looked like me.
We will make America great again.
What if you
Okay, that's it. You know what a big difference. When Biden was in there, we was the laughing stock of the fucking world
Yep.
with the admiral, who I call Mrs. Doubtfire, and the bald headed one.
Oh, that's the damn luggage thief.
Yeah, that's Mrs. Doubtfire right there, and the
Mrs.
little bald
Doubtfire
headed
and the
one.
luggage thief.
Can you imagine? Those two going anywhere to represent this country. That's a laughing, just like the biggest fucking joke of the world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Sheesh.
Oh,
Big joke.
I finally, well, besides that, we're talking about that son of a bitch right there. How does that happen? I just really did society just crumble that far
It,
for that shit to happen? I
well,
mean,
they're
really?
not keeping it in. They're not keeping that stuff behind closed doors anymore. They want
Anymore.
to. They want to
They
bring it.
want
To the
they
schools and to the military. Keep that shit.
right.
Whatever you do with your personal life,
That's
nobody
your
gives
fucking
a
business.
fuck. But just don't do that. Out in public like he was.
I
I mean,
mean,
you're
And
you're
I'm
you're
I'm
working in
so
government and you're wearing
glad.
lipstick.
I'm so glad for everywhere that's they cleaning up the streets and the sidewalks with all that colorful bullshit. It's got to go. I'm sick of them pushing their fucking agenda on everybody. Especially for the
oh,
kids.
The kids
Especially
is
pushing
off limits.
that
Yep.
agenda,
see,
trans agenda on the fucking kids.
I learned something very disturbing for me anyway. And if them motherfuckers are listening, they better do it very carefully, very stealthily, because you're in Gainesville. I live 45 minutes. Now that's minutes, not miles. 45 minutes, because that takes traffic from Gainesville. Take note of that. Let that sink in. to your little I don't fucking think brain that when they fucked around and put the colors back into that crosswalk, okay, they do that stupid shit in Gainesville. That's that close to my fucking house. I don't play that game. Okay, Gator don't play those games. So y'all have gotten entirely too damn close to where I live. So you better start thinking. So that's entirely too close. So you start going the other direction. And just so you know which direction that is, that would be east. You go east, because I live west of Gainesville. So if you're going to play them fucking silly games, you don't want to win silly prizes, go east. Go east, young man, if you can figure out what the fuck a man is.
What type of parent would even have their babies around all them naked ass men? You know.
Well, look at California. They're bringing that shit into the schools. Gavin Newsom is endorsing it. I don't know where they're getting the money from because Trump said you guys ain't getting shit anymore because you're not educating the kids. You're, putting them in dresses when they're supposed to be in jeans and putting the
Word
ones
is
in jeans and fucking skirt.
indoctrination.
They're over here. So I don't know. California's become California. Some of us have to be
That's
here
what
because we
it
got kids
is.
under 18.
That's
But
exactly
once all
what
my
it
kids
is.
are 18, I'm getting the fuck out of this state because it's become hell on earth. And everybody's watching, oh, they passed this law, they passed that law. They got the drag queens in public schools. And that's all you see is the Twitter warriors. Oh my
What's the
God.
purpose? They took prayer out of school. They don't want prayer in school, but you
Or
want
cursive
naked
writing.
ass men
Yep.
that are dressing as women. Now, as a grown up, what they do with adults is their motherfucking business.
Exactly.
But if you think you get ready to parade your balls in front of kids, then that's when shit gets different. And
It's
it should
time
not
for
be
a civil
tolerated.
war. It's
Now,
it's
see,
been time. It's time for a civil war. It's been when they cheated Trump the first time and everybody was quietly calm. All the, America First people were quietly calm and comfortably
They
controlled
just
saying,
took it for
we'll,
granted that he was going to win, and people didn't show up and do their due diligence and do
yeah,
what we needed to do. We just didn't do that.
yep,
We did not do that. But this
exactly.
time was different. This time was different.
Yeah,
Everybody showed up.
yep,
Everybody
showed
showed
up and
up.
showed out.
And they
exactly.
showed the fuck out.
There was no way we're about to have that cackling clown destroy
Thank
America like she
God.
did California. There was
Thank
no
God
way,
they sent that
no way.
cackling hyena packing.
You would have
Yeah,
babies in
and y'all
California
are lucky out there.
if if she was president right now. The day you give birth, you will have the doctor deciding if your kid is non-binary or a she, this, they, or a ABC.
Well, they
No.
could.
Yeah.
Well. What I'm gonna say, they can. I rebuke that shit, and that they can send that shit straight back to hell from where it came from, because
Yep.
that's where it came from, the gates of hell.
Yep.
Okay, that's where it came from, the gates of hell, and I rebuke it and send it back.
And you
Rest
know
in
what they
peace,
would
because that
say?
shit gotta go.
You know what they would say about you is you've got some kind of phobia and some kind of, mental distress because you don't want to embrace time changing. That's what they would say about you here in
Yeah,
California.
but fuck them
You
and
know?
fuck the time changing. That's what I say back to them, because as like I said, what grown people do in their time, that's their business. I mean, if you want to
Yeah.
entertain grown adults, that's fine. But when you start bringing the kids into it, then
Yeah.
that's where I draw the line at.
Yep.
That's where
Right.
I draw the
Don't
line at.
fuck with the children.
I seen people here walking around with little boys, 6, 7 years old, that they don't cut all their goddamn hair off, and the little boy got some blue fucking hair on his head, and he just twisting and shit.
That's fun.
Send him to
That
Gator's house so he
what
can
you're
learn how to
describing
skin
is
some
not funny, but
alligators
that
and
is
shoot
if you
some
Yes,
had
shoot some
to burn
fucking
up.
yes,
guns.
that part.
Gators, they gotta send those little boys over there to your house so you can teach them how to cut some damn alligators and
I'll straighten them right up.
teach
I'll
them how to
straighten them
shoot a
right up.
gun, and
No, we
I
old
put on
school.
my
We old school.
I put on my different one this time. I
Anthony,
got my different one today.
Anthony,
I got Old
we
Faithful
old
today.
school. Old school.
Damn
They
right.
didn't play that shit with no little
Yeah.
boys twisting
Yep.
around. They'll fuck you up. Everybody in
Exactly.
the neighborhood beat your motherfucking ass. They did not play that shit.
Oh yeah.
If you did that shit, you did it in fucking private. That shit was
Yeah.
a
Oh
secret.
yeah. Otherwise
You understand?
they beat the
That shit
faggot
was a
right out of
secret.
you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They
Yep.
beat all the fag out your ass. That's what they did.
Oh yeah,
So,
they
like
would.
I said, as a
Yes, they
grown
would.
person, you want to do it, that's your business. But
Now
once
see,
again, we draw the line where kids are involved. None
I
of
wish
that
we had
shit
a
can be
governor
in the
like your
classroom.
guys's.
Do you
I
know
would.
how far
yeah.
behind we are compared to kids and how they learn in Japan and
Yep.
these other countries?
Yep.
The way their education system is set up. And then our kids in high school can't even fucking read on the third grade level.
And they
And
can't
then
write
you
in
want to start
cursive.
bringing this other shit into the mix? Come
Yep.
on. We need to do better. We
Yep.
need to be better than that. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah. You mentioned
That's
writing in
true.
cursive. I remember
They can't write in fucking
when I was in
cursive. They took that shit
yeah,
out of
I
Yeah,
remember
they
school.
when I
took it
was going
out.
in school, if you turned in a paper that wasn't in cursive, you got an F. You failed.
Yeah.
If you send it if you turned in a paper that was in print, the teacher looked at you like you was a damn fool and failed it. Especially if it was an English class.
Well, now they just
If that,
pass you, and pass you, especially in the blue states, California, New York,
yeah,
Chicago, New Jersey, Oregon. They just keep on passing. Otherwise, you're not diversifying. You're holding the child back. You're not giving
yeah,
everybody
no
equal
child left
equal
behind.
rights.
Thank you,
Yeah,
George Bush.
exactly. And now when they're 25, they're
And
doing,
Obama don't
10th
even
grade work. Yeah, yep. They
Or
passed
when they're
that law.
22, they're fucking psychotic out of their goddamn mind with a bed full of bullets and shit, and they go shoot up a damn Catholic school
Yep.
and that's
in
crazy.
Minnesota.
Those kids did not deserve that.
Yeah, if we can't take a moment to talk about that after we take a moment to for the children that passed and those that were injured,
The parents that are going through.
and that's what makes me mad. That's what pisses me off. Right? I mean, all this shit going around on the platforms, all the platforms, X, Instagram, whatever, all the fucking platforms are out there. All you see is this fucker's face, and
Yep.
all this talk about the mental health of this, a bill to pass that failed, a bill that passed, or a bill that failed, and Republicans this, Republicans that, Democrat, blah 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 blah. Blah. Fuck all you see is him, and they're talking about him and how he was he got overlooked, or the system failed him, and yeah, you know what? Fuck him. He's dead, and then I'm glad he's dead, because if he had it, if he had not been killed or killed himself, more children would have died. So fuck him. He's where he belongs, in the deepest, darkest pits of hell, where he will stay.
And in California, if
Why
he
are
didn't
they
kill
not?
himself, go ahead.
Why are they not talking about the real tragedy? Nobody's talking about that. There's not
Yeah.
anybody interviewing the
The
parents,
family. Yeah, true, true,
the
true.
families, or
Yep.
condoling them. There's nobody
Yep.
talking about the children that passed away,
Yep.
or the tragedy of that. All they are is plastering that deviant's fucking face all over the news. Fuck him.
It's bullshit. The fake news, there's some bullshit. And if that would happen in California, they probably would have shot him in the knee, and he would be in a 5-star hotel with an ankle bracelet on. His case probably wouldn't even made it to trial, because he would have just said, yeah, I did it. You guys got me on camera. And the way
You
the
know what
system
that
works here in
reminds me of?
California, what happened here, if that would have happened here in California, they got the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth, and the seventh chance here. They use our tax dollars to put people like him in these programs that are supposed to be, realigning their mental status and helping them get better. I mean, without any prison time. because that's
Well,
reforming them
see,
comfortably in a hotel with a bracelet, a ankle monitor. They're already defunded here in California. So when the monitor goes off that he left the comfortable hotel to go shoot somebody else up, by the time the police get there, 2 hours later, he's already done it again. That's what that's what would have happened here in California. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. But yet they have the Menendez brothers still in prison. Still in prison. Now make it make sense.
it
Make it
don't.
make sense.
It doesn't. And now they're trying to figure out, okay, is there some correlation between the puberty blockers or the trans the transition meds that he was on because he was a fucking tranny? Okay, first of all, that's an abomination. Okay, you find it right in the Bible. It's an abomination. I don't care what the public wants to call it. It's an abomination. You can read it right in the Bible, find it in multiple scriptures. So that right there in itself put him. He's going to hell. So unless he finds Jesus, so I mean, it is still redeemable. There's only one sin that is not redeemable, and that's if you turn your back against God. That's the only one that's not redeemable.
He
So
also
he was
says
still
there's
redeemable,
consequences.
but still, back to my point is they're still talking about him
Yeah.
and what caused him to do it. I don't give a shit. The children, them children are
Children
dead, and like
always
Miss
come
Meg just
first.
said, like Miss Meg just said in her comment, there's still 5 children in critical condition.
Yeah, she
Okay,
says
the
still
last I
5
heard, there was
children
2 dead.
in critical
Okay,
care.
they're not.
Last I saw earlier, and
Yeah.
when
So
retired, walk around and find out, say, "Oh my God, I'm catching Laverne live." Yes, you are alive and in person
right, and in living color. That was a nice show.
and
That was a good
living
show. I like
color.
that show.
Yes,
That's it. That was a good
See,
show.
the media needs to
But
start talking about those people they need, that the kids are still in the hospital. They should start setting up GoFundMe's and how the parents have to take time off work to be with their kid at the hospital. But instead,
right,
like you said, they're blasting this guy's face. Let's get to the root of the problem and use your tax dollars to create a pill that we already created a pill for because there were side effects for that pill. No, no. They need to come together and start speaking about
yeah,
how are we
it's
going
very
to
easy.
fund these parents now that their kids are in the hospital because they're missing work now. They dropped them off at school and now they're in critical care.
What they need to do is very easy. They don't need to create a pill for these fucking morons. Okay, you close
That's
down all
yeah.
the damn mental patients, all the mental asylums and all that shit. That's it. Okay, it's easy. Reopen these motherfuckers. Throw a big old cast net out there and throw all these deranged fucking idiots back in them. Fix them in there where they can't hurt people while you fix them. Put them back in these mental institutions. Fix their fucking asses in there in a safe environment, in a controlled environment. Okay? Fix them there. The children will be safe while you fix these crazy fucking retards.
If
if
you
it's
can,
no
and
better
And
for
some of these people like the way they are. Ain't no fixing them. Some people
well,
they
that's
just
fine.
they
They
you
can
know.
stay in there the whole fucking time and be the way they are.
I
Right
say
there.
release them in prison in the yard. Release them in the
And
yard and see how long
put them
they
in gin pop.
last.
Put them in gin pop. See how long they last.
Exactly. Exactly.
Speaking of which, I wish I'd have sent that to you, Mr. Laverne. If I can find it, I'll send you the little clip. But I seen one last night before I went to bed. This guy in California, as a matter of fact, out there in your state,
Am I
it
not
says
surprised?
no. This is a good. This is a good story. It's a good story.
talk about the home
It's a
of the
good.
retards.
This guy is in prison, and he's already killed 2 child molesters with a cane or with his
Hey,
cane. And I replied to it, which I should be able to find it. I replied to it and I said, "Oh, that poor." I told him, I said, "I don't see a problem with it." And I was like, "Oh, wait, that poor man, does he need a new cane?" Maybe he needs some money on his. Maybe he needs some money on his books. We should set up
Right.
a give send go for this poor man.
Right.
But yeah, I
And
think the poor man might need a new cane. We should send him a new cane.
Yeah,
He might need that cane
he
to
needs
walk.
some more. No, you know what's even better than a cane? A fucking tie rod. A tie rod
That's
would
it.
never miss. Thank you, G. Play a clip.
Western North Carolina a mind-blowing $1.4 billion to rebuild home. Any media coverage? Have you heard anything? Because Democrats gave them $750. Fires in Hawaii, $750. Trump comes in, $1.4 billion. Don't ever fucking tell me that we don't have money for our own. Don't ever tell me that it cannot be done. But hey, I guess for Democrats it's easier to fight Donald Trump and his administration when they are trying to cut spending in this country so they can give billions of dollars to Americans to rebuild their communities in North Carolina after the devastating, horrific shit that they went through while they are fighting him on it. It's
I've heard that guy a few times before. I like him, but he
Exactly.
does have a
I'm
point.
glad that those people are getting some help finally. And let me say this: whenever Trump uh is doing that's positive, anything to help people, anything, the news media never shares that information. They don't
yep.
show it. You know, they never show it. Um, when the storm hit Ivana Trump, she went to help, and Donald Trump Jr., all of them helped Western North Carolina. But did you see that on the main news stream media? Did you see it on CNN? Did you see it on MSNBC? No, no. You
They're a
don't
bunch of
see
clowns.
anything positive. And
Yep.
also, with all of that extra funds that are coming in from them terrorists, President Trump, I hope you do something to help the senior community, to help these seniors, because they really need the help. They
Yep.
really need the help. Some of them cannot afford to pay their rent, especially here in Miami, because the cost of living is so expensive. A one bedroom can run you as much as $3,000 a month right
Sheesh.
here in Miami. So please do something to help the seniors. These are people that have worked all of their life, okay? They worked all of their life. And because they started working in the 50s, 60s, 40s, or whatever, their retirement checks are so small. Some of them get less than $700 a month
Sheesh.
total income. That's not enough money to live off of. They cannot afford to pay their rent and the light bill. So they need some help. So I'm asking you on behalf of the seniors, because I do advocate for the senior community, because these people they've done their due diligence. They worked all of their life, and they have raised us, the people that's in my age bracket,
Yep.
okay? So, they need the help. Now it's our turn to help the elderlies, and don't turn your back on the people that help you. Always remember the ones that God used to make a way out of no way. So don't never turn your back on those people
Yep.
that have blessed you. I think the worst thing that people could do, which they do so often. They always got some nasty shit to say about people that help them. You help them, you give them a place when they don't have nowhere to stay. And then as soon as they get on their feet, they want to badmouth your ass. Or you give them food, you give them clothing, you go out your way to help people, but they always got some negative shit to say about you. But guess what? Stay focused on whatever it is that your calling is in your life, and don't worry about all them negative. envious motherfuckers, because I don't worry about any of them. I don't give a shit. I stay focused on whatever it is that the calling on my life and what it is I need to do, you know, and what all of us need to do, because all of us are such positive role models for people that are afraid. For people that are afraid. You know, I recently did a podcast, and all of y'all been on the show too, that a lot of people are really afraid to show their face on some of these podcasts. So they just have
Oh, that pisses me
a
off.
picture up, a picture
Yeah.
up. You know, a lot of people are really afraid because they're concerned with what are my neighbors going to say?
Yep.
How are my family members going to feel about me knowing that I'm speaking up or I'm fighting? So I'm just going to conceal my identity. I do want to share my voice. I do want to share my thoughts, but I'm concerned about what other people are thinking about me. So far as me, I don't give a fuck what nobody think about me. Fuck them. You
Right.
know,
Right.
fuck them. Fuck them. That's why
Exactly.
I
Fuck them.
talk about them motherfuckers at the end of the day. Fuck them. Those are my pronouns. Fuck them.
That's why that's
Fuck
my
them.
girl. That's why she's
That's
my girl
right.
right there. I
That's
don't
right.
give
And
a
I'm not
fuck.
worrying about what nobody think or what they got to say about some shit I said, because anybody that know me know whatever I say behind your back, I would gladly say it in front of your motherfucking face.
Right.
Right on. That's it.
Yep.
Preach it.
Because the truth, what the word say, the truth shall set you free.
Yep.
So walk in the truth,
Uh,
because the truth gonna set you free. People don't like
It will,
fucking truth. They don't like
unless
the truth.
unless
They want you to lie to them. Like
Yep.
that
unless you're in
motherfucker.
court. Hey,
Oh, how did I look at
Laverne.
this bitch? Motherfucker, you know you bigger than a bull. When you look in that goddamn mirror, ain't nobody got to tell you how the fuck you look. You know,
uh,
stop
It'll set you
lying to
free unless you're in
motherfuckers.
court.
Stop lying.
Unless you're
Tell
in court,
people the
Laverne.
fucking truth. What you saying, Gage?
Unless you're in court, you might want to leave some of it out. Unless you're in
Yeah, but
court,
I ain't
don't
talking
tell the
about
truth
court
all
right
the
now.
time.
I'm just
yep.
talking about in general. You in general, even with
Okay.
relationships, be truthful, be more honest. Stop worrying about what somebody gonna feel or how they gonna feel when they fucking over you. Tell that bitch the truth, bitch. I don't like that. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Preach it,
Because if
Laverne.
more people would be more honest, then you could have a better relationship, and you ain't got to end up on true crimes, being stalked by a psycho bitch.
Right.
If you
Right.
just learn that, use your fucking throat chakra, use your chakras,
Yep.
speak up, raise your vibration. Raise your vibration. Stop worrying
Yep.
about motherfucker that feel a certain way around there around you, because they feel like you think you this or you think you that. You have every right to think highly of yourself. You
Yes.
have
Yep.
every right to feel good about yourself, especially when you walking in faith and you doing positive things and you making it happen. Like me, I make it happen for a lot of people. I don't even know half the fucking people that I help. I ain't gonna lie about it. I don't know them. But they will always remember that this lady here has helped me put food on my table. This lady
Yep.
here has put clothing on my back. And I'm going to share this
Mhm.
story with y'all. This is a real story. This is very real, right? This old lady used to always call me. And she said, ma'am, I don't know you, but somebody told me to call you because you will help me with my situation. First, she needed clothing. Told her, come, ma'am. Come get the clothing. Pick them up for you and your granddaughter because they didn't have anything to wear. Just come get it. I'm going to ask people for it. You come and get it, right? So the next time the lady called me, and she said, Laverne, she said, my daughter moved out of my house. She took all the furniture in the house and moved. So she took all the bedroom sets, she took the kitchen set, she took all the furniture and
Oh.
moved and left her mother with no furniture whatsoever in the house. So just so happened, matter of fact, it was about 2 or 3 people that called me that say, hey, Laverne, I got furniture. You know anybody that need it? One lady that called me, her mother had died. She was the only one in the house. The only one
Oh.
in the house. This lady had a white living room set, right? So you know, with them older people that have their white living room set, you know they don't let nobody sit in that living
Yeah.
room. Period. Especially older black people when they got that white living room set, you better not sit your ass in there because that's just for decoration purposes only, right? Teacher, you know what I'm talking about. So this lady had a whole house full of furniture. So I called the lady. I don't even know the lady name. I called her and I said, ma'am, I have somebody. They got the mom died. She got to get rid of everything in the house. She told me you can have it. Just send somebody to go pick it up. So she sent somebody to go pick up the furniture. And she got a whole house, basically brand new furniture,
Wow.
beautiful stuff to furnish her house completely, right? So then after that, maybe about 2 or 3 years later, she called me and she told me, Laverne, I'm selling my house and I'm gonna move. And she said, I appreciate what you did for me, everything that you have done. I appreciate everything. And I'm gonna send you something. I told her, ma'am, you don't have to give me anything because all my blessings come from the man upstairs. All of them come from him. Health, strength, being in your right mind, all that's a blessing that come from
Yep.
God, especially in these days. But she was able to sell her house. I'm sure she's somewhere. I don't even remember her name, but I know she sold her house, and I'm sure she got pretty good money because you know the average house in this neighborhood is selling for at least $400,000 to $500,000 in the hood in
Wow.
Miami. It's 400,000 and up. Some of them are going for as much as $1 million. And most of
Sheesh.
these people have been in their house all of their life, so they're basically paid for it. Okay. So she got her blessings. So I have so many of those stories. Like I said, so many people I don't even know their names, but they came, they asked me for help, and I helped them because that's what you're supposed to do. You know. So when you help others, God always bless you. He always bless you.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, we got to help each other. Sometimes we can't rely on the government to do it. We, the people, got to do it. We, the
Yep.
people, it's power in numbers. It's powers in numbers, y'all. We can make the change. Remember, it took
Exactly.
one
Yep.
woman to take prayer out of school. Margaret, what? Singer? That's her name, right? That
I
took
think
prayer
so. Yeah.
out of
Hmm.
school, something like that. One woman
Hey,
took prayer out of school, but it's
isn't that the
power in
same bitch
numbers.
that started Planned Parenthood?
I believe so.
Yes,
Yeah. She started Planned Parenthood.
it's Hillary Clinton's friend. That's her.
Not
That's her.
surprised.
Margaret Sanger. Yeah, that's
Yes,
the
that's
same
her.
bitch that started
For
Planned
Planned Parenthood.
Parenthood,
Yeah.
and
And
with the underlying plan to kill off the black folk.
Hmm.
right,
That was
right.
that was the
And that's
initial.
what Planned
That was her
Parenthood is
devious
all
in the
about.
back of her mind plan with Planned Parenthood was to try to kill off the black folk. If I remember correctly.
That's
Right,
exactly articles I've been reading.
right.
Yeah,
And
that
just
fucking
think
devious
about
bitch.
how
There's a special
many
place in hell for
black
her too,
babies.
right
Think
next to her
about how
friend
many black
Hillary.
babies Planned Parenthood has murdered.
Oh, a
Not as
shitload,
many as not as many as CPS now. They've got them beat times
right?
10.
Well,
CPS is the new urban
we
Nazis.
know
The
that we
CPS.
know that they kill over what is it, over 300 million a year, something in that
That's what
range.
they're saying. I'm sure it's double. I never believe these clowns who, unless they're independent journalists and they're not really, taking a side and they can't be bought. I don't believe the news. They're just liars. But what I would like to see is a lot of local podcasters in all these blue states go on down to these they're not called orphanages anymore, but these group homes. And I want to see how many minority children are there. Now it's like if you have your children, they got something else for you. They're gonna take them and then they're gonna disappear. That's my next project, Gator.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to go. I want a lot of local podcasters and journalists in those areas: New York, Chicago, LA, Oregon, and I want them to start really doing their homework. How many minority children are in there and then came up lost?
And
There's
missing. and disappeared without a trace.
Exactly.
Disappeared without a
Exactly.
trace.
Yeah, they ran away. Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah,
We
it's
gotta
like
bring
we're
back
going
the
to take your
ropes.
child because we don't think that you can take care of them.
After you had them,
And
you didn't abort
yeah,
them, so we're gonna help you still be out of their life. We'll take them
right.
from you. But
And
wait a
then you got
minute. But
some of these crazy motherfuckers that I saw this one lady. I don't know how old the clip was, and I couldn't find it again if I tried. And she was talking about CPS. You need to come take my kids because I'm going to go. I'm still going to continue to party. And this interview just went on for like 3 minutes, and I'm like, they asked, "Well, how many kids do you have?" She's like, 7.
hell no.
What?
What about the 11-year-old that was just on the news a couple days ago? Did you hear
Oh,
that?
my
The
wife
11.
told me about that. That went out in
Yes,
Oklahoma. Oh
her
man, you don't know how
stepdad
bad I
got
want
her
to get my
pregnant.
truck and drive to Oklahoma. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. You women right now that are in Congress, this is sick. I mean, what are our grandkids going to say when they look back? You have these men impregnating children. And some of these governors are not going to push for the death penalty. They're going to push for the second and the third and the fourth chance and say that we need to give these grown ass men a pill so they don't have these urges anymore. Well, guess what? I think America has the urge to hang these mofos, you know?
Yep. Yep.
Letitia, what did King Solomon say? He said, "There's nothing new under the sun.
Exactly. Exactly.
Nothing new under the sun. Nothing." Now, Kilburn said,
I
"Don't
see.
ask Hillary about Haiti.
Right. Just like saying,
Don't
don't ask
ask
Oprah about the
Hillary
kids.
about Haiti."
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh
There's a
God.
lot of things you don't want to ask Hillary about, like Benghazi.
That
What
So
is
you
this
will, of
person
Yeah.
course,
wearing?
remember the weird drag show event that was held outside a Bonnie Lake Sumner elementary school. And it was grown men parading around in lingerie in front of little children. That's what it was. And this was absolutely an event for kids. It was held in the parking lot. The local chapter of the Democratic Party was there. This local LGBTQ drag performance group was there. There were bouncy houses and craft tables. The event that happened in this elementary school parking lot was put on in part by Hope Development Practice. So one of the first speakers at the school board meeting was a woman named, oh, sorry, I shouldn't assume, was a person named Abby White, who is with Hope Development Practice. And rather than come on and say, we hear parents' concerns, maybe the costumes were inappropriate for this age group, and we're willing to talk to parents or work with parents or answer any questions. Nope, she blamed us for showing the photos to you.
First of all, the photographer is.
What in the
is
world?
disgusting.
Ugh.
It's fucking disgusting. I can tell you, if that was a school that my little grandkids attended, we would have opened up a can of whoop ass on somebody. A nice can of whoop ass would have been going down.
Where the people stand, the government falls. And that's it. A lot of people
That
aren't doing
shit
shit
is
about it.
ridiculous.
Yep.
What? Why? Why is that even fucking necessary?
They got the Democratic Party there. She said it.
Yeah.
Why in the hell is that even fucking necessary? I'm just stuck on that. Why? Where was that at?
I don't know, but she said there was the Democratic Party was there endorsing it and some other liberal pricks. Tell G to pull it back
The
up.
fuck had their kids there in the first place for that bullshit?
Who knows?
I sent Did you check your DMs, Miss Laverne? Are you able to do that?
Talking
I don't know
about
if I'm
what's over
sending
in
you.
the comments? You talking about the
No, ma'am.
comments?
You're on your X.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I'm sending you a couple. I don't know if I'm doing the shit right, but fuck it. I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing
You could
something, even if it's wrong.
you could just email the clips over to G.
I
I don't
know.
know if
I
you
Yeah,
need
got
to
email
talk
the
to
clips
G
to
because he.
G.
Okay, with the same email that you sent to me. Yeah, but I don't know.
Yes,
Hell, I don't know
just
how to do that
email
shit.
G. And
I need to talk to
anybody
him to
that's
find out how he's setting
watching
up your
that
stuff
would
here.
like to join, please inbox us on Twitter. You can inbox Letitia, you can inbox Gator, you can inbox myself. You definitely can inbox Travian. And actually, if you would like to come on and talk about the comment that you put up there, you're more than welcome to send your motherfucking email. Send it.
Send it, bitch, because I'd like to sit back and watch. I got my whiskey right here and my chaser right here. I don't need no motherfucking popcorn. I'm set. I'm ready to fucking watch.
All you
Send
need
that
is the
shit.
marbles.
Send that shit. You
The
know,
marble rings.
what's the strangest shit, Letitia? I really hope you run for Congress.
I'm
Um,
dead serious. All I need is
okay.
what,
Also,
5,000 more. Let's go. Let's do it, Trump. Let's get rid of the term minor attractive person in California.
yeah,
Fuck
let's get
yeah.
that amount of motherfucking attractive
Hey,
motherfucker.
if you want to do
Okay.
it, we'll endorse you. I'll start passing around. Shit. Let me know. We'll
I'm dead
make you up some
serious.
flyers and shit.
I'm
Send me your
100%
fucking
serious.
Send me your fucking your district and all that shit. We'll make up flyers and start circulating them around X and shit. Letitia Perkins, fucking
Actually
CA.
bringing
What's
back
the
the
number?
death penalty. I want to actually
Yeah.
bring back the death penalty. Ain't no child molesters getting a second, third, fourth chance. The YMCA workers, the church
Wait.
workers.
California
Before
district.
I
What?
close, before I close, I got to talk about this, y'all. Before I close, I got to mention this. Why in the fuck are they giving? Are they buying and giving these truck drivers that can't speak no goddamn English a fucking CDL license?
You know
How
that's
in the
Gavin
fuck can
Newsom.
you read a sign if you don't know the language? And you know what? One thing I noticed, even here in Miami, motherfuckers don't know what goddamn light to drive on. They'll be at when the light turns green, they don't like leave. They just there. You got to blow the shit out the horn to get them to go through the goddamn green light. They don't even know what fucking lights to go. How many people are actually buying these fucking licenses that
That
can't
guy
read the
killed.
language, don't even understand the language? And why would you be making a U-turn in the middle of the fucking turnpike or highway or whatever the fuck he was on?
Well, I seen that. I seen that. Your guys' governor and Trump they're going to keep pressing for this guy to face some actual time because
Yeah,
yes,
we know
California,
Newsom was
California,
at him too.
yeah, California is the one who issued the license, and as you know, they're a sanctuary state for number one illegals, number two predators. So the good thing about that with him, he's gonna have to do some time because Florida, you two already know because it's your state. Florida doesn't fuck around. You don't just kill 3 people and get an ankle bracelet and stay at the 5-star hotel for 6 months and be
Nope.
rehabilitated. Yeah, that's the good thing about Florida. You fuck around out there and you find out. Over here in California, yeah, we got a different
With a
type of governor.
quickness.
Yeah, that's like I said, it's we need change in this state. Honest to
Yeah,
God,
we
we need
need time changes. It's we the people against them.
yeah.
Our Congress is no longer working for us. They come up with a lot of dumbass bills. The ones they need to be passed and they are not.
Yep.
Everything should be about protecting the youth in
Yeah.
this country. That's what it
Because
should be about.
Oh yeah.
yeah, they are the
Yeah.
future. I mean, yes, the economy is doing good right now. Trump's got us where we need to be. The illegals are leaving, but I think we really need to slow down and see these bills that are being passed in these blue states as far as sexualizing children and mind manipulating them with these medications, because we can do everything right for the next 3.5 or 4 years,
And
however long he has. But if you fuck up the child's mind, they're
teacher.
gone.
You know that California had passed the law, I think it was last year, stating that you won't be arrested when you molest someone as long as you're like 20 years older than them.
I was
Long as
talking about that on your show. That is 100% true. That's true. They got all the guards right now. There's a big old lawsuit going on for Chowchilla Prison and a few other ones. The guards were getting these young women pregnant, and it took 10 years to bring it to light. That's why I said we need some serious change in California. These laws are too lenient. They're trying to erase women. They're doing all this shit with the kids. I mean, if you can have a baby, they want you to turn your uterus into a pair of nuts. If you don't
and
do
they
that,
want you
they
to call your mother the
a
birthing
birthing
person.
person. Yeah, this shit's ridiculous.
My
Come on,
mama
we
would have
come on.
slapped us into the 25th
This,
goddamn century calling her the birthing fucking person.
come on,
You know,
women in
people don't. What kind of
See,
shit is
that
that?
got to be just in Cali because see, Trump got
it's not.
Trump's executive order got rid of all that bullshit.
You think they did. They don't give a fuck about that here in California. People think like,
That's why I
oh,
said
this
it's a
girl.
Cali thing.
Well, you go on your state website and you can see how many people are complaining, not your guys' state, because Florida, Ron doesn't play that bullshit, but
No.
go on Oregon, go on go on New York, go on Chicago's website. There are people that are still going to tell you that their children in public schools are still being taught that it's okay for Selena to kiss Jessica at 7 years old. Somebody in the Trump administration
Yeah.
really does need to
That
take
is
45 seconds and go on TikTok and type that up for those blue states. How many parents are still complaining? When you have people from different political backgrounds, some people who don't even vote, telling you the same thing after your executive order, Trump, these blue states are still doing the same thing in the schools. We need a bigger investigation. And not only that, we need prosecutions. They got so many class actions in California. Did you go to this church? Did you go to that camp? Was your soccer ball teacher over here at this high school? All they do is pass out money instead of prosecutions. You get molested or raped or impregnated in California. You got some top shot lawyer emailing you. Do you want to get in on this class action? They push payments over prosecutions. So hell yeah, Gator, I'm 100%. I'll start local. I want to start local. Trump
No,
can
hell,
go
we'll
on my
put your ass in the big
Instagram.
house.
He needs to go on my
What's your
Instagram.
district?
I just moved
What
here to
dis-
a different part of Long Beach, but I'll find out. I literally just moved, but I'm from Southern California. I moved about 3 weeks ago to a different part of the same city, but I'll find that out for you. But I really do
Okay.
think that the Trump administration, whoever runs his social media, should take 45 seconds and type into the search bar either on YouTube or TikTok and see how many parents across the United States are actually complaining about these pedophiles in the schools and in the churches. Our the blue states, we don't have a strong, there's not strong government here. You know what I mean? As far as protecting the children, America first. We have the left leaning clowns here, and they make all those bills. Well, you'll get a fine if you misgender somebody as a pedophile. You need to call them a minor attractive person. You know,
they
this is
fine you for that?
Hey, I got an
well, you
Esther
Fine you for
Kilburn here.
that?
the same thing. It'll be the same thing as if you misgender a man and it's a they them. I think they call him, and not a he him. I'm so fucking confused
But
right now on all the pronouns. I can't keep up. The only thing I know is
just use one. Just use one pronoun. Great. It.
mine is America first. That's my
Yeah.
two
Oh, you
pronouns.
just call them an it, and it's simple. It covers every fucking thing. It's an it.
Well, right now, like I said, we have a small window with this administration because they're actually fighting, for us. But I think the attention focus needs to be drawn over to what are these blue states actually doing? Yeah, you guys have the bigger say so by stopping the money and stuff like that. But there's just too much going on in the schools. There's too much secrecy, too much payments being handed out to these kids that used to be in foster care. Nobody is going to jail for committing these crimes. You got kids getting pregnant by their foster parents. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. The law here is too lenient. There actually is no law here in California. We're going back to where we used to be. History is going to have to repeat itself. Women are going to start carrying axes and shit like the little girl for people to get the message. Leave
Right.
us the fuck alone.
Hey, I got an answer for Kilburn here. Kilburn, he put he's on his comment. He said, "If I called my mother a birthing person when I was growing up, he goes, I dread to think of what would have become of me. I have the
Right.
answer, sir. I'm believing that. I'm believing that, sir. I would have to say you would not be here today to have typed that question.
Right.
I
That
think would
part,
be
because
the
some
answer
older
there.
people did not play that
Yep.
at all.
Yep. I
That's
believe
what.
They
you would
did
not
not.
be here watching this podcast to have heard us speaking and to have asked that very question. You would not
And
have
that's what
lived
they're
much
doing.
more than 30 seconds beyond you saying those words. Your
That's
lifespan would
what.
have been about 30 more seconds.
And that's what they're normalizing here in these blue states. They're erasing those terms, mother, and all this other bullshit. They're erasing
Yep.
it, replacing it. We're just. I don't know what the fuck's our grandkids are gonna say.
It's crazy, but people, stay alert, stay focused. We still got a lot of work to do out here. We got a lot of work to do out here. Also, September the 13th, Sheldon Daniels is having an event in Dallas, Texas. So I wanted to make that announcement. And and don't forget y'all support Raven Harrison for District 23 right here in Florida.
Oh yeah.
And Gator,
Yes,
anybody?
I'm
Anybody else?
looking right now. We just picked up a new candidate, couple of new candidates. I was talking with them in our candidate room here. He was going to try to come on, but you're getting ready to shut her down. That's fine. I'll make sure I get him on next time. I have quite a lot to put out if you've got a moment, because lots of new things are going
Hey,
on with Patriots United.
Hey.
But I'll get my candidates in there first. We got Mr. Mike Wilnaw. We just picked him up. He is running for Florida's Congressional District 11, and which is in Central Florida. Picks up Lake County, Polk County, all the way down to Polk City, and just outside of Orlando, right there in Central Florida area. He is going to be going for the federal level, because we got Mr. Corey Jett, who is the legislative district 11, not to be confused. So he's going for the state level, which is for Florida itself. And we just picked up Mr. Aaron, I think it's Aaron Baker. I want to make sure I got his name right. And he's going to be getting rid of that piece of shit, Randy Fine. That piece of shit. Out of Florida's 6th district. So Aaron's going to take care of Randy Fine's sorry ass. And I know that you're trying for Texas's 30th. I have to differ with you, man, because we got Mr. Gregorio Heiss. That's who we got. He's trying to get that seat too. So I love you, Miss Laverne, but it doesn't matter. They're both America First candidates, and whichever one sits their butt in that chair will do a wonderful job, I am sure. And I'm sure that Mr. Heiss will support Mr. Sheldon and vice versa. And as long as it's not that fucking crotch itch sitting in that seat, it doesn't matter to me. But I just wanted to give our guy a little shout out there. But as far as Patriots United, I finally got, and if I can get G, you listening, boy? I need your help, son. I like the shit you got going on down there. I'd like to talk to you about getting my podcast a little fancy. I did go ahead and I dumped some money in mine. I didn't go with the free stuff, Miss Laverne. I did go up so I could do some extra shit. So I need G to help me out so I can look like that. But yes, we'll be doing podcasts now, starting this coming week. This coming
talk
week.
to you when we get off the show, Gator. I'll talk to you about that. Okay.
All right. But I will be announcing that our podcast will be kicking off with what we have. So we're going to start doing podcasts. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday's podcast will be Town Hall Tuesday, where we have our candidates on, and I have upgraded my X Spaces from an X Space to a podcast. So we'll be having our
Yay.
candidates on, and I can have up to 10 people on the screen, and 2 of them will be me and my co-host. The other 2, and then as many candidates that want to come on. And then if you have questions, I'll have you up on stage to ask your questions, and you can be in the comment section if you're watching. We'll ask the questions for you, like Miss Laverne puts the screen up there. We'll ask the questions for you. It'll be just like a town hall. So we'll do that on Tuesdays for candidates and candidates all over the country. If you want to come on, come on. We'll do the endorsements for you. That's on Tuesdays for our podcast on Tuesdays. And
You
then on
need to
Thursdays,
inbox the Outlaw Gator on X.
yes, ma'am.
Inbox.
Yes, ma'am. And she'll be kind enough to put that up for you. On Thursdays, I'm upgrading my civics class or my civic space that we'll be holding, and it'll be from going from an X space to a civics style podcast as well. Be myself and as many up to 10 people on that. And it'll probably be some of my members. Maybe Miss Laverne will pop in, Miss Letitia, she might want to pop in. Anybody wants to pop in on screen, and we'll be discussing American history, basically, is what the civics class is going to be. And we'll have a document from the past that we'll go over, discuss. Basically, we're going to be holding some history class and bring people up to speed on how this country was founded and how it should be running. And that will be on Thursdays. Both these will be at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then I'm kicking it off with the third podcast. It's going to be bullshit with the Outlaw Gator, and it'll come up randomly. I'll just let y'all know. I might pick a day or a time to have that, but that's going to be, forthcoming. But that's the podcasts that yours truly will be going on, and I hope to have these 2 lovely young ladies on it as many times as possible, just like Miss Laverne has been kind enough to have me on hers. And I've been looking forward to visiting Miss Letitia on hers, and I'm hoping she will come join me for occasions.
Yeah. I'm excited about yours. You're gonna have candidates on. I always want to learn. So I want to question them and
oh, yes, ma'am. Come on.
I'm ready.
Yep.
That's exciting.
That's
I've
how I
got
met
my
Letitia when I
stable
was
of
running for
candidates.
Congress, and she invited me on her podcast.
I want to hear what these people
I've got
to
my
say.
stable of candidates, and you're going to be a candidate, ma'am. So you're going to come on as one to answer questions and shit. So you better have your shit together.
Oh, it's together.
Yeah, right. I know.
So Gil Burns said Ava is running against Mr. Eye Patch Dan Crenshaw.
Oh.
Kilborn, send me some information on Ava so I can look that lady up and get in touch with her. Please. I see it right there. Ava, I need to write that down before it goes scrolling away. Ava Zalori, Texas.
You have a candidate at the bottom that say, "I love questioning."
That's Mr. Gregorio. He's the one running.
You have people that want to run for office, but they so scared to speak. I'm like, okay, if you running for these seats, people want to hear your voice. Yep. They don't want to see you sending nobody nothing to post. You need to come in there and run your damn mouth. We want to hear you speak.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly. And that's why I'm having Town Hall Tuesdays podcast. For you to come see me, I will put you on the podcast. It may be small to start, but it will grow, and get your face out there, start talking shit. That's what it's for. I learned how to put my little advisory right there like Miss Laverne's got, so you can say what you want to say, because I'm gonna tell you right now, straight up, I'm just as straight up as Miss Laverne is, if not worse. And if you didn't think that was possible, it is fucking possible, I promise you. And I will tell you straight, I hate a fucking politician. So don't come to me as a politician. You better talk to me just like you're a normal person, just like I am. Straightforward and honest.
Because we want that grassroots, We
Yep.
want boots on
Right.
the ground.
Yeah.
We're not looking
She
for
knows how I
politics.
am. She was one
We
of my
want
candidates at one
we
time.
want public servants.
Yeah.
We're looking for public servants, not fucking celebrities. Okay.
Exactly.
We're not looking
Exactly.
for fucking celebrities. We're looking for people that are going into these seats to serve the public, to serve those that voted for them, that elected them in the first place, and not just some fucking celebrities. Okay, that's not what we need in office. That's why we're in trouble right now for all these
Yep.
fucking celebrities that are in there just lining their own fucking pockets,
Yep.
their friends' pockets. That's not what we're looking for here.
Miss Laverne knows she was in that. She was in the grind with me. She was
Oh
one
yeah,
of our. She was one of our candidates when she was running, and we was with her the whole way.
absolutely.
Right in everything because of Florida's bullshit 10-5. Fuck them. Her and Reuben Young.
That's
He's a
right.
damn
Hey
fine
Ruben,
gentleman.
Ruben.
He's
shout
a
out to
damn fine
Ruben.
gentleman.
Shout
Shout
out to
out to
Ruben.
Reuben. He's a damn
Shout
fine
out to
gentleman. He been
Ruben.
running. He been running since he was shit. Since Ty was a pup. He was running.
I had him on my show. Pretty awesome dude. Yep.
Yep, Reuben is a man. He can tell you shit that you didn't know. He can
Yeah,
tell you
because
shit
he's
about
a
you that you
walking,
didn't know.
Ruben is a walking law dictionary, okay?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But
Jesus
yes,
Christ.
this is a shout out for
So
any politician. Any politician, don't come. Like Kamala said, don't come. Don't come. But if you're a grassroots,
anyway,
America first, come on.
that's what
You
we
can get
want.
on
That's
my
what
new
we
podcast.
do.
You can get on any one of these two ladies' podcasts.
Yep.
They would love to have you. I'm
Yep.
sure they would. I know
So
Miss
somebody
Laverne
asked
will.
a question. He said, "Does these ladies know how to scuba dive?" Nope.
Oh,
Scuba dive.
that's right. Miss,
I know how to hike.
Kelly, we see you. Hey, Kelly Curling. That's it. She said hello to the panel. Teacher, you know how to scuba dive?
thank you, Kilburn.
Nope, but I know how to
Um,
hike. I like to hike.
um,
I like to fish.
I
Mr.
love to
Mr.
fish.
Gregario
I'm a
is the
real
one that
country
asked that
girl,
question.
okay? I'm a real country
Yep.
girl.
Yep. Mr. Gregario is the one that asked that question. He is a master diver. He was in the Navy and he's a
Okay.
master diver. He's at Texas 30. He's one of our candidates. And he comes
Well, shoot,
down
I need to
to
go learn how to
your,
scuba dive.
he will teach you. He will teach you.
That's
He's already talked to me about it. And he goes down Miami way. He gets down your way, Miss Laverne. Um, he'll probably reach out to you on X. So look for a DM or something from him. But if you see him, when you see that name, Gregor Heiss,
A dive
that's
master.
yep.
He's a
He's a
dive
master
master.
diver. He's a master diver from the Navy. He's got
I've always wanted to do
certifications out
that.
of Razoo. And
Well,
yeah,
that's good.
he's a good guy. He's a really, really good guy. You should just hear him out. See, I was going to go with Mr. Sheldon. Nothing against him, but he just did not seem to have time to speak with me. Mr. Gregorio was kind enough to sit and talk with me. I've talked to him DMs in spaces. He talks to me every day. And I was like, well, anybody that's got time for me, I can make time for him. So that's why I went with him.
If we get rid of that Crockett, Jasmine, that heifer got to go. Okay, so long
Amen.
as we get rid of her, we don't care how her ass get the hell up out that seat.
Amen, sister. I'm with you. But that's why I like Mr. Gregorio. Like I said, nothing against Mr. Sheldon. He's a nice enough fella. But anybody that makes time for me, I will make time for them. And Mr. Gregorio was that gentleman for me. So I owe him that, and he makes time for me. He's a nice fella. So I give him the shout out.
We want.
So I give him my time because he gives me his time.
You already said it. We want candidates that are not afraid to talk and that are willing to come on these podcasts, talk about your district, talk about what you plan to do. We want to know.
Yeah.
We want to know.
And I'm pretty sure that when I talk to him again and let him know about your show, that it is just for everybody that ain't paying attention and don't know about this lovely, beautiful woman already, that her show is every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. My dumb ass did not make it this time on time. I was late, but
That's
most people
okay.
ain't late.
Long as you
So
show
go.
up, when you show up. And the
I
reason why
showed up.
Travian had
I,
just
I was
mentioned your
I
name
was
and
Yeah,
fashionably late,
they just
but
mentioned your
hey,
name
he had just mentioned your name.
and you appeared.
hey, speak of the devil and he shall arise. I know
So
that's because
guys,
Trey missed it. She
we're gonna close up this segment for today. Um, thank you, sir. And we would like to have you on as a guest next week. So can you please inbox me your email so we can send you the link? Please. If you would like to come be a guest on our show, please inbox any of us. Just send us your email address. We would gladly invite you up on the stage. Okay, gladly invite you. And for anybody that's running, I would like to commend you because it takes a lot of courage to run for these seats. So, keep pushing. Don't let nobody discourage you and stay focused and fight like hell. Fight like hell. So, I'm going to close the show today. And I would like to thank all the hoodies for showing up for the Hood Conservative. Travian, she had some things to do. She's out taking care of herself. So hopefully she will heal from the little injuries that she had. And thank you all for coming out as guests. Thank you, Letitia and Outlaw Gator, for being fighters because we need more people to stand up and grow some carriage. I know it's not easy. It takes time, but just have the courage to show up and fight and take a stand for for things that are right. And let's fight against the injustices that are taking place in this world. Let's fight against the foolishness that's taking place in this world. And let's fight against the demonic agenda that's taking place against kids because that shit really needs to stop and go back to hell from which it came. So on that note, we will see you. Gator, you have something going on today on
yes, ma'am.
space. Okay.
This is going to be my final uh, X space with my civics. Next week is when the podcast for it starts. But yes, I have a civic space tonight on X at 7 p.m. Yeah, that's the old one, but it's it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern time for the spaces on X. I will have it on my page as soon as I put it together right after this at like I said at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then I start my civics podcast on Thursdays next week, and then of course the town hall Tuesdays podcast next week, and then I want to have my my single podcast for myself and maybe my co-host. I haven't got a full name for it yet because I think bullshit with the Outlaw Gator probably might not fly. I don't know, but that's been a good one for me in my spaces. But I'd like for you guys, the experienced podcaster ladies here, to help me promote my fledgling podcasts, if you would, because I know y'all are very popular, so you can help me get some viewers.
If you
And
say so.
oh, did you miss? I got 7 million followers. Or
Who got 7 million
like
followers?
don't you do
But you're
right?
talking about Letitia.
I only
Oh,
got 5,000 and
yeah.
some change.
That,
Hey, but
shit,
I'm
I'm
happy with
lucky.
mine because mine got verified blue check mark. So I need
I'm lucky
Congress
if I
paying
got.
attention.
I'm lucky if I've got 10,000, and I think half of them are them you
Oh shoot.
Hobots.
Oh shoot.
But I'm gonna shut my mouth and let Miss Laverne close her damn show. Otherwise, I'll ramble on forever.
Okay, so in closing, I would like to thank everybody for joining us today on the Hood Conservative podcast. So thank you, hoodies, and please join us next week, the same place, the same time. That's 3 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the Hood Conservative Podcast. And I have all the co-hosts here right now, Travian, Gator, Letitia. Thank you all for coming today, and thank everyone for joining. But
Thank y'all.
just watch out for the CurleysHouse video. The website is right there. If you would like to donate to the organization, you can go and pull up that website, CurleysHouse Food Bank, and there's several ways that you can donate to the organization. So thank you so much. See you again, same place, same time next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Laverne Spicer, and I'm asking for your support today. Thousands of Americans struggle to get food, and they wonder where their next meal is going to come from. But I'm here, been working with them for over 25 years to provide food to people that need it the most, right here at our community food bank. So today, I'm asking you for your support. Please provide a contribution to help make a real difference in our community and to help us feed people. And you can do it right here. Donate today on Cash App, and you will see the link above.